Welcome into Inside the Tank, a very special episode today. We've got Nick and Juwan back here with us, and today is our basketball preview show. We have our women's basketball team today, Coach Reedus and Coach Chris Dixon, and later on we'll have Coach Dave Balza. So we'll get right into it. We have a new coach here, fellas. Coach Chris, why don't you introduce yourself? Just give us a little background on you for a minute.
Oh, man. Well, again, first year here for me. Coming from season at Francis Marion. That was my most previous season, and I'm looking forward to coming here with Coach Reedus and really taking the program to the next level. She's done an awesome job of just kind of transforming it, and the direction that we're headed in, man, it's nothing but Florida sunshine, for sure.
Well, we're looking forward to an exciting season. Coach, we've got a quick little graphic with newcomers, I think. That was one of the big things we had talked about over the summer when we did our online show. Just talk about the new recruiting class and what a big difference they make this year for the team.
Well, we had obviously a number of holes that we needed to fill, and just wanted to bring a lot of really good energy people, and we think we did that. We got some veterans, so 3 JUCO kids that are coming in and should be hopefully really good for us right away, and then just couple those guys with some freshmen that we really like. We think their upside is bright. Some of them they're going to have to grow up pretty quickly, and just kind of utilize the things that they do well, and hopefully it translates into the college game right away. So excited about them. Again, they all wanted to come to PBA, wanted to help get this thing turned around, and so they're excited to get a semblance of what the season is going to be this year, and then keep building on that for their futures.
Nick, you got a question?
So with the new JUCO girls, how much of an impact will they make on the season this year?
Well, they've got to make a big impact. I think, again, we brought them here. They played in Florida JUCO basketball is really good, and so we felt like they'd be able to come into this league, again, a really tough Sunshine State Conference, and contribute right away. And so we needed a point guard, and so Maria comes from Palm Beach State and played in Florida high school ball for a year at Lake Mary, and so she's just a little spark plug, has a little Puerto Rican sass to herself, but led Palm Beach State. They had a really good year last year, won their conference, competed in the state tournament, and so just wanted her to come in and be the leader on the floor that we needed, and so we think she can do that right away. Elisa Marlow, similar, played in a really tough conference and was a second-team all-conference performer. Averaged like 18 a game, and so she can shoot the ball. We want her to embrace her versatility and be more than just a shooter, utilize her size, be able to play in multiple positions. And then Shekinah Guthrie played for at Florida Southwestern, who they over the past few years have just been really, really good, and so comes from a program with a championship pedigree, and so we want some of that infused into us, just people that come here that know how to win. So she's done that. She's really athletic, and even for her size is going to be able to battle on the boards every single night, and do some good stuff for us offensively too.
Juwan, you got a question?
Yeah, Coach, I know we touched on it in the summer during our Zoom meetings, but can you tell the crowd and the audience how tough it was, or just how strange it was when COVID hit and trying to recruit all these players, trying to get your roster right, and also trying to fill that vacant assistant coach role?
Well, we're busy, I guess, in COVID. Luckily for us, recruiting-wise, a lot of our newcomers had been to campus already, and so they'd seen campus, and obviously in recruiting, we want kids to get here and just walk around outside, and you're going to fall in love with this place. And so all but Shekinah had come to campus, and so but even we were Zooming a lot. I was walking around campus, FaceTiming stuff like that, just to stay connected in that way and try and give them as much of a here's where we are feel as we could. And then just trying to stay connected once those guys had committed to us. We did a lot of Zooming as with returning kids and then with our newcomers. Did a lot of that over the summer. And I think it's helped them. They've built relationships. So they came into it already knowing each other. And still, so now when they get to see each other in person, it's just building on that. So developing chemistry off the court, and now we just got to continue to develop it on the court. And then obviously getting Coach. So going home for what was a long break at Christmas time, and then having Coach come in, I knew it was going to add just a boost of energy to us that we were going to need. So he was coming in at the perfect time, and got here. And our girls absolutely love him and have taken to him right away because of that, because of energy. So we wanted, again, we talked in recruiting, adding really good energy pieces. Well, as a staff, I think we did that as well. And so his energy every single day is infectious, and he challenges these young ladies in a way that it just makes us better right away. So really excited about that.
So Chris, you're just getting high praise from your head coach. How have you, because you've joined us just back a month or two ago, how have you adapted so far to PBA, coming late and joining during this crazy time we're living in right now?
Oh man, well I've enjoyed being down here. I think that adaptation was easy for me just because it's what I love to do. You know, it doesn't feel like work. It's natural. It comes natural for me. So being essentially what I'm needed to be, that energy piece, making sure I keep the girls and hold them accountable for everything that they do, but making sure that we push them and we challenge them every day. But also off the court, just making sure that we empower in ways around this campus where I think the campus does that in itself. It's beautiful here. Everything that goes on, it all kind of comes together really, really well. So that's probably the thing for me.
And then we've got another graphic of this schedule. So a little different this year, just a handful of games.
Yeah.
Pretty simple right there, Barry, Florida Southern, Tampa. Is there anything you guys could have, maybe done this year to prepare for a crazy schedule like this where you're not playing every team like its usual schedule, but you're only playing a handful of teams and you're playing a few of them twice compared to, maybe Rollins, who you won't see this year, but we'll play at the end of the season.
Yeah. No, I mean, we're happy to have a schedule finally. We're happy to compete. We would expect nothing less of what 2021 has been. And so the season, again, happy that our presidents and our athletic directors were able to get to some decisions here so we could still have a season. I know our kids are excited to compete. And so we were just like, tell us who we're playing and we'll try and our best to get prepared. It's been it's been a roller coaster ride, and so getting prepared, it's trying to stay as safe and healthy as possible and go into games and we're saying how many we got today and let's just try and go compete. And so this year, once again, we're looking forward to just seeing who we are, trying to find an identity together with a big group of newcomers mixed with returning kids. And again, we feel like we're ready to turn a corner. It's just now we got to get out on the floor and see what it looks like. And it'll be some really good tune-ups, if nothing else, in getting ready for next season.
I got another question. I'm asking another question. Okay. How have the returners, meshed together with the herd of newcomers?
Yeah. Because
there's so many newcomers, but you brought a lot of good veterans back.
Yeah.
So how have they all, bonded together and build that team chemistry through this crazy off season?
I think it's been good. Hopefully our returners, and I've not gotten any indication that it's anything not like this. They were hungry to have pieces added to us that were going to help us get better. And so they've embraced our newcomers coming in, and they're just really excited to get on the court as a new group together. And now, like I said, everybody's ready to turn the corner and get this thing turned around and win games, and just continue thriving here on this campus. But really, watching our men last year, that's motivation for us, because now we don't want to be left out. We want to feel some of that they felt. So it's been really good motivation. So for returning kids, they got a chance to see those guys compete every single night, and now they take that into this year and mesh with what we feel like. Again, we fill holes that we needed to, and so they were really excited to have it all come together.
All right. Well, we'll take a quick break and we'll have Coach Balza coming on next. But we thank you guys for coming on today.
Thank you.
We'll see you at the end of our Jeopardy. You can catch the Sailfish Lady in action Wednesday at Barry at 5 o'clock?
I think so.
5 o'clock? We don't know.
So, yeah.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to Inside the Tank. We've got head coach of our men's basketball team, Coach Balza, joining us once again. Coach, thank you for giving us some of your time for the day and joining us.
Well, thanks for having me, guys. Good to be back.
All right, so just like we talked with Coach Reedus and Coach Dixon, our season is back officially with the schedule and everything. What was going through your mind when you found out that, hey, we're actually going to play?
Well, I was very thankful, and again, Lord willing, we'll get some games in, which would be nice. We've been able to get a lot of practice in. We were very thankful to the conference, our president, athletic director, everyone, to get this thing up and running, and we'll finally get a chance to get back on the court. It's been almost a year. It seems hard to believe, but excited to have whatever opportunities we do get.
When you said it's been almost a year, is that for the veterans and for yourself, is that last game that we were supposed to play still looming in their minds against Valdosta State, or is it fresh mind, let's go prove ourselves again, that last year wasn't a fluke, that we're here for real?
Yeah, I don't know that it's really crossed any of their minds outside of the idea that we still have some unfinished business.
Yeah.
But as we've talked about, it starts over from scratch effectively this year. And we had originally scheduled a non-conference game with Valdosta to kind of be that de facto NCAA tournament game. But now we're going to play only conference teams with the way everything has fallen. And so we're going to do our best to try and have an opportunity to win a conference championship, which is the ultimate goal this year.
Yep. Nick?
In a sense of game day at a time, it seems now. We talked about this earlier in the year, but to reiterate it in the situation right now, talk about how you take the guys safety-wise, taking one day at a time, check the boxes, all the stuff like that.
Yeah, we said when we finally got back here together, when school started late August, we said there's a lot of steps just to get on the floor at all. And then to get on the floor and actually have contact. All those took a lot longer than you would normally anticipate, but we talked about, just as you said, those are all building blocks, steps along this year's process. And now they're finally getting close to that next step in the process. We've been able to have contact since mid-October. Now they're going to have an opportunity to go play someone else finally. And from that standpoint, like our guys have said, that'll be nice, but at least it has felt like basketball since mid-October.
Juwan?
Coach Balza, talk about your experience this summer in recruiting, and it's a lot of new blood coming in, whether it's guys from JUCO, it's a freshman. You want to talk about how that has impacted practice of them trying to get to know each other and the chemistry? Can you describe those experiences?
Sure. We added 6 new guys. I should probably back up and state that we knew it was going to be a big task regardless, because we lost 4 very significant pieces, 4 of our top 6 guys in terms of minutes last year, 4 key guys that really did a lot in our program. And Malik Barber, a 5-year guy, 4-year captain. DeAndre Jackson, left as all-time leading scorer. Darius Nunn, who really put his stamp on our team in a hurry. And then Justin Nicholson, those 4 guys, who was our 6th man. So to replace them was going to take a mix of both transfers and freshmen, but we really wanted to build with young kids because we do have a pretty veteran core back. So we signed 2 freshmen early before all the COVID hit. That was a little easier. It was more traditional. And really excited about both of them. Jacob Hester, who unfortunately has been out with injury all season, but is going to be a really good big
We've heard
man.
good things about him from Evan.
He's going to be a terrific big man in this league for years to come, but he's got to get healthy first, and he missed most of his senior year in high school, and he's missed most of this year. And his high school teammate, Jalen Cooper, who I think has a tremendous, has just gotten better and better, every week in practice. And he will be a very big name for every PBA Sailfish fan to get to know over the next 4 years. So we're really excited to have him. And then the third freshman we added very late was Jack Scott, local product out of right out here out of West Palm Beach, if you will, Dwyer High School, where we've had pretty good success with guys like Bakari, Worthen, and the like. So Jack's a big kid who's shown, again, a lot of potential. And then we had 3 transfers, guys that we think will come in and play significant roles. We needed to replace Darius, our point guard. So Marcus Montalvo is the first guy we brought in to do that. And he had a really, really good freshman year. He's a kid that we recruited some in high school, but then had a chance to take Darius and took him instead. So then we got a second shot at Marcus. So I'm very thankful to have been able to add him to the program for the next 3 years. Really good shooter, set his school record at his previous college for free throw percentage and 3-point percentage. And then inside the tank zone, Nate Ward is going to kind of be our combination of Malik and Dre on the court. He can really get to the rim the way Dre used to be able to, and he rebounds at the level like Malik did. So he's going to play those kind of roles for us. And then we added a 6th guy right at the start of school, John Phillison, tremendous local kid who left his school because of COVID and decided to stay closer to home this year. And he's been a nice late addition and will certainly give us a little help this year as we start to play.
So that exciting recruiting class, how have they all meshed so far with the group of veterans? I know it's similar to Coach Reedus' team. I know it's pretty hard to mesh during all of this right now, especially when you can only practice a mask on.
I think sometimes adversity brings people together, and we've had good chemistry here in the last several years, and I don't think it's any different this year. This group really gets along, and it is more of a gap between ages. We've got Casey Carpinello, a 6th-year senior, and then we've got a handful of true freshmen. So that's been unique. And then you add in, not only we had 6 new guys, but we're really going to have a couple other guys who didn't play last year.
I was going to bring that up. Alexander Gorton and Matthew Johnson both back.
Yeah, and Ryan Moore. So Ryan Moore is a redshirt freshman, so he was here last year, but redshirted. One of our best shooters, so he'll play a role for us. And then you mentioned the other 2 names. We talk about Marcus being a point guard, but Matt Johnson, who's been in the program for 4 years, he's a 5th-year senior this year, redshirted last year. And so between he and Marcus, I think they both bring a little bit of what Darius had. And so that's a good combination at point guard. And then you mentioned Alexander Gordon. So we've got four captains this year. 3 that are technically seniors. Casey Carpinello been here 6 years and will be kind of our voice of the team, take Malik's job there. Jules Jasmine and Dan Largy. Jules was the school's first SSC all-conference player. Dan's our leading returning scorer, kind of the toughness piece of our team. Then Alexander Gordon's our underclassman captain. And I say underclassman, he's in his 4th year in college, but between a medical redshirt and this COVID year, he's really got 2 years left. And
Perfect.
He's going to come in and kind of play that 2-guard spot that Dre played. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to what those new veterans will bring to the table.
Yeah.
And we saw a piece of Alex Gordon in the scrimmage that he was really showing off.
Very exciting, yeah.
No, it's just a practice scrimmage and
Yeah.
stuff like that, but you could tell he wanted to, put a stamp there.
Yeah, he plays with a ton of energy. He and his roommates, Dan Largy, Casey Carpinello, they're kind of, like I said, the heart and soul of the bringing passion each and every day. And then Jules Jasmine, that 4th captain, who's just Mr. Steady. And hopefully we'll have the opportunity to break all the school records as soon as we get a few games in.
So we've got a schedule again, same schedule, of course, as our women's team. But how do you prepare to play all these teams? But again, there's no Nova on there, no Embry-Riddle, no Eckerd, teams like that we split season series with last year.
Yeah, well, I think the first thing is normally you've got 8 non-conference games to prepare to play them. We've had plenty of practice time, way more practice time than you get, but you haven't had a chance to really see those teams. So you haven't seen their new faces to know what they'll do. So it makes it a little unique in scouting. That said, there's no changeover in the league in terms of coaching staff. So the style of play is going to be very similar. The scout, I think the guys could probably give the scout even at this point in time because they've played enough of these teams enough. And by the end of this year, they'll really have a good feel.
Exactly, yeah.
We'll likely play a number of those teams 3 times when you add in the conference tournament.
Yeah, so any more questions, fellas?
Out of the veterans that came back, who really came back with a new dimension to their game. Like you really worked hard on this part of your game that was a weakness last year, and they shown some type of improvement that got your attention.
One that we haven't really talked about has been impressive to me, and that's Elisa Rocketch, who was a freshman and was in that top 8. He only played about 8 guys last year, and he was in that. He was the big man off the bench, and you can make the case that he's one of our top 5 this year. I don't know that he will start just because of the number of veteran guys we got and position-wise, but he will play even more minutes, and he really is a great grasp and feel for our offense.
And he did play a lot of minutes last year as a freshman.
He did. He played about 15 minutes a game as a true freshman. Those minutes will go up. I think our offense runs more effectively even with him on the court. He kind of plays a similar spot to Dan, but that allows us to move Dan over, and we got more size with the 2 of them on the floor, which is a concern for us this year, rebounding the ball. So there'll be a lot of times we'll play with him out there. But he just came back with a different body. He's shooting. He's more confident. He was a good shooter last year, but he's more confident, willing to shoot big shots out there, and has become a better defensive presence. So I'm really excited about what the future holds for him, and happy that we're going to get that extra year back, and he'll have 3 more years as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Coach Balza, for joining us today. We'll see you in a minute for our Jeopardy segment, but we'll take a quick break, and coming up next before we go. Welcome back to Inside the Tank. I'm Alex Imbernoni here for our final Jeopardy segment of the show. We've got a great panel of geniuses. We've got Nick returning, who finished with negative $200 on our last show, I believe. So we're glad to have you back. We've got Coach Balza, and we've got Coach Ritas. So we're going to play Jeopardy. Again, even though I said it. Let's see the slides. There we go. Here we go. Okay. There it is. And we will click to start the game. And here, oh, look at that. Here we go. Our topics today. Name that arena, which we'll name arenas. Who we played, which is who we played. Our next one is history of PBA basketball, which is history of PBA basketball. Our 4th one is put them on upset alert. Not that exciting. Our 5th one is the SSC, which we'll talk about the SSC. And our final one is game winners. Game winners. That's a topic from last year. So, Coach Balza, we'll put the board back on. Coach Balza, you, not by default, just inferring, you are the oldest on the board. Age before beauty for everyone. And you will control the board first. What would you like to do first?
I'll take COVID-19 protocols for 200.
Okay. All right. That will be for next week's episode.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's not up there.
And our COVID special.
Let's go history of PBA basketball.
History of PBA basketball
for 200.
For 200. Here comes the answer. She set the single game points record 2 seasons ago. Coach Ritas.
Jonica Garvin.
Jonica Garvin.
Good answer.
Is correct. All right. And just like that, Coach Ritas is off to a nice lead. Okay. And then, just keep clicking wherever, and it'll eventually go away. I think maybe on the dollar sign, guys. There you go. And it went away. Coach, you control the board. What would you like?
Let's stick with history. Let's go for 400.
History for 400. Referring to the previous question, how many points, did Garvin score in that game? Coach?
I think I remember 38, 36, 38.
38 is right. You shouldn't have second-guessed yourself. 38 is right, so Coach Ritas.
Impressive point total and memory.
That's good. All right. So, Coach, you still control the board. What would you like?
Let's go name that arena for 200.
Name that arena for 200. Here comes the answer. Nova Southeastern plays at this arena. Nick.
The Rick Case Arena.
Rick Case Arena is correct.
Excellent.
And Nick, off to a great start compared to last game. All right. Much better. All right, Nick, you control the board. What would you like?
Let's go game winners for 200.
Game winners for 200. Okay, DeAndre Jackson had Ruben Arena rocking when he hit this game winner against who? Did you buzz
You
in?
buzzed in before
You
me.
buzzed in.
I think it was Nova.
Is it Nova? It is.
You are
I
correct.
sat there and watched it.
Who is no? Me too. Man, my heart rate was going
Get
crazy
a
on
question.
my
Who
mind.
got the assist?
You know, I could. Well, I thought
And how many bleacher rows did he run up after that?
ran up the whole bleachers. Coach, you control again. What would?
Better get my buzzer ready.
I know, Coach. You all
I
right?
gotta get a quicker buzzer. My buzzer's not working.
Just for a minute, we're gonna pick it up from here, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the board up in here,
Yeah, we can't see the
because I
ball.
need to switch back and forth.
Okay.
So the board will be up in there, we'll pick it up from this point, as soon as I get it done.
Okay. Hey, it's all right. You can answer in even if you don't know the answer. We need to make this game look good.
No, but you'll lose points.
I know.
Right.
That's how, trust me, if anybody knows
Do what
it,
Nick
it's me.
did. This dude started buzzing in halfway through the end. He just
Coach is quick on the trigger.
I know.
My button's still not making any noise.
Oh yeah,
I don't
guys, hit
know.
those. Yeah,
That
No,
might be
these
a
are
name.
dull.
like Family Feud.
Me, I know.
Oh,
So you just see the board?
yeah.
Okay, so good. So we'll pick it up from here.
All right. Are we on? Okay, we're back. Well, we've been back. Coach, you got that answer right. You still control the board. What would you like?
Let's go put them on upset alert for 200.
Put them on upset alert for 200. Here comes the answer at this time. Nova Southeastern was ranked number blank when PBA upset them. Okay, there are two answers, but if you give me
I was
one of
gonna
them.
say.
Yeah.
It depends which poll, but 10.
10 is correct. That was the one I wrote down. The other one was,
I think 6, but just
Yeah.
depends on the ranking.
we'll give it 10. 10. All right. Coach Balza on the board with $200. Okay. Here we go. Coach, you control the board, but we'll get your.
I'll go. Who is Ryan Moore for 2? Oh no, wait, that's the answer. It's
Who's
probably to a
one
question.
of those players you were telling us about on the show?
Okay, so who is Thomas Datka? Thomas Datka is a basketball player in our program, a second-year player and roommate with
Nate
the
Ward.
notorious Nate Ward. There's
Ward.
your answer. Your
We miss you,
Jeopardy
Nate.
question.
We miss you, Nate. So, Coach, you control the board. What would you like?
Oh, I need to get some points. Let's go the SSC for 800. Alex.
Whoa, SSC for 800. He's rolling the dice. Okay, what school founded the SSC? Nick.
Is it UCF?
No, I'm sorry. Anyone else want to buzz in?
I'll jump in there.
Coach
I'm
Balza.
not 100% sure on this, but I think it was Florida Southern.
I'm sorry, no. Coach Reedus?
They just run the SSC. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. We could have put that too.
Who seems old? Do I have to answer?
No, you don't have to answer.
Just try
I
not to
have
lose
no clue.
points.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can reveal the answer.
St. Leo.
Who is St. Leo?
That was.
I wouldn't have guessed them. though.
No. All right, who is St.
Wait,
Leo?
they
Yeah.
invented something or created something?
I don't. All right, we'll go back to the board. So, Coach Balza, oh no, you didn't get it right. None of you guys did. So, Coach Reedus, you control the board now.
So is I pick?
Yeah, you
Okay.
control.
Let's go game winners for 400.
Game winners for 400. DeAndre Jackson stunned this school on their senior day when he drained another game winner.
Who is Rollins?
Who is Rollins College? You got it right. And man, that's just a bad way to lose on your senior day. Another buzzer beater. Rollins College, of course, family ties there. Coach Balza, you control the board again. What would you like?
Who we played for 800, Alex?
Man, another 800. Senior day last season was against this team. Whoa, Reedus.
I'll never forget it. Florida Southern.
Yes, that's correct. Why would you never forget it?
I was counting down the senior day.
That's always a good way to remember. All right, Coach, you control the board again.
If in a good way. Let's go SSC for 200.
SSC for 200. And what year was the SSC founded?
And this is $200
As a
question?
history guy, I should know that. That's a
Yeah,
tough
I'm
one.
sorry. I should have made this a harder one.
It's only 200. Let's go for it.
All right, Balza.
What is 1972?
No, I'm sorry. Anyone else want to make a guess? I should have put it like in a 5-year gap, but that's all right. Anyone else want to guess?
71.
Sir, you're out of charge. 5, 4, 3. We got a buzz?
1982.
No.
Oh, okay.
Nick.
1997.
Oh my Lord. No, not even close. What are you talking about? We can reveal the answer. What is 1975? Come on, guys.
What'd you say?
72.
72.
I just had the number upside down. too.
Nick went with the late 90s. The conference was formed. All right. No one got it, so we'll rotate it all the way back to Nick because you haven't controlled him forever, and since you are in the negatives, so you control the board.
Let's go. Let's go. Name that arena for 400.
Name that arena for 400. Here it comes. Rollins plays their games at. I know this.
Well, you should know this, Alex.
I should. I went there
Thankfully,
almost
you didn't
every
go
other
to
night as a
school
kid.
there, but other than that-
So glad I didn't go there.
It's going to eventually become the Tom Klusman Court, but I don't know the name.
I
name
figured
of the
that.
arena.
I have no clue.
I'll give you a hint. It's similar to the name of our library. You got to flip around the letters, though. That was probably a terrible hint.
I'm thinking Mr. Rogers.
You want to buzz in?
Mr. Rogers go?
You did.
You want to buzz in? Is that your buzz in? Mr. Rogers, what? Did you play basketball?
You went to school there.
Yeah, but you didn't play basketball there.
Okay.
All right, no one knows it. We're looking for.
Do you know that? Were you there in
Yeah.
1965?
No, but I just assumed. Nick.
The Warren Buffett Arena.
The-
Give
it more negative.
Warren Buffett
More negative
Arena.
points.
Or is it?
No, sorry, no. No, it's
Is it Nova? Is Nova
Warden.
sponsored by?
no. You got the. There's the answer. You got the Nova question right.
Oh, that's
You're thinking of Guy Harvey.
Guy Harvey. That's right.
Warren Buffett Arena.
For 400, Alex, who was warden?
I don't know.
You're the Rollins
Beats me.
expert.
I ain't loving that much. All right, Coach Balzo, you control the board now.
The SSC for 1,000.
SSC for 1,000. Man, he's rolling the dice. Besides PBA and Embry-Riddle, this was the last school to join the SSC all the way back in 2002. Coach,
Who is Nova Southeastern University?
give me 1,000 for Nova Southeastern.
Back
Wow,
in it, Alex.
And our first
Catching Coach Reedus, yes.
1,000. Wow,
There
Go.
All right, like 2 more questions. I'll add up the scores and see. Or no, we'll just do it at the end. Coach Balls, you control the board. What would you like?
Let's put them on upset alert for 1,000.
Put them on upset alert for 1,000. Our men's team nearly shut down Boca when they almost upset who? Nick.
Who is FAU?
FAU. You got it right. Nice, Nick.
Good one.
Nick, impressive.
Nick. Almost
Are we
back.
out of the negatives?
No. Okay.
I said shut down Boca. I was envisioning everybody out on the streets partying. I'm like, what?
What happened?
They're like, FAU's got basketball? Okay. Nick, you control the board.
Let's go game winners for 600.
Game winners for 600. Darius Lund made this game-winning layup at home versus who? Nick again.
Embry-Riddle.
Embry-Riddle is right again.
Nick is quick on the buzzer.
Yeah.
Now I think
I
Nick's
feel
out
like
of
he's seen these questions. I can't even finish reading the questions. Nick's buzzing in.
No, we did not tamper with this game. No tampering whatsoever here. We are an honest, clean show, family show. Nick, you control again. One of these questions is going to get him.
Oh boy. Let's go. Put him on upset alert for 400.
Put him on upset alert for 400. Love me a sweep. I should have known. Our lady
My
sailfish.
buzzer's got to work faster.
Coach Reedus, who'd we sweep? Lynn University is
I'll do
correct. That's the man. That should have been the easiest one on the board. Lynn University is correct. We love Lynn. Thank you, Lynn.
1975's worth 200. Now it's worth 400. Come on, Alex.
Right.
Sorry. All right, Coach, you control the board again. What
Let's
would you
go
like?
Who we played for 600.
Who we played for 600. Let's play this team more. Our women's team started the season off 1-0 with the win versus who? Dating back to last season. Coach Balza.
St. Thomas.
Yeah.
I was there.
Shuffle to me. There we go.
Which one was that? 600? Who we played? Sorry. I thought there's a different question. There you go. You got it right. You were there, Coach?
I was there.
Me too. That was a good game. Coach Balza, you control the board.
Let's go back to history. History of PBA basketball
History
for
of
1,000.
History of PBA. Oh my God.
Yeah, take the big shot.
None of you are getting this one right. According to PBASailfish.com, our women's basketball team's first ever win, against who? I know none of you guys are gonna get this right.
I can't risk it.
Can't risk 1,000 on that one.
Nick, you just got back in the positives. You've got to stay out of it. All right, no one knows it.
Was it Florida State University?
I wish. This is good.
Johnson.
You want to guess?
No.
Who is Florida Memorial?
Ooh.
Florida Memorial was our
Okay.
answer. That was back, I think, like in 2007. I don't remember.
Memorable.
What happened?
Florida memorable.
Did I say memorable?
No.
Oh, I'm like, did I spell something wrong again? Okay.
Let's stay in that category,
yeah.
though, Alex. History of PBA basketball for 800.
800 for history. In what season did PBA men's basketball play their first full-length conference schedule? You were here for
The
that.
SSC conference?
Yeah,
or
my bad. Like when they,
conference schedule?
if I looked at it right, their full SSC schedule. I might just give you the
Might
points.
be,
if I wrote it down.
I was going to say that might be a trick question. 2014-15 was the first
Yes.
full conference.
That is correct. I wrote 2015, but that was when it ended.
Yeah, 14.
What is 2015? So Coach Balza starting. I think he's starting to pull away. We're gonna pause here, and you guys banter. I'm gonna do some math here.
Okay.
And let me see where we've all got. Nick has negative 600, negative 800, negative 1200. Back to negative 200. Nick's got 400.
We need a couple more rounds just to get him back.
Right.
He's
Come on,
kind of
give him a
back in
chance.
it.
Give him a couple more.
Coach Reedus, you have 600, 800, 1,600,
Wow.
1,400,
You're whooping us.
$2,000 for Coach Reedus so
Whooping us.
far.
No.
Coach Balza, you might have some. Okay, so 200, negative 600. Okay, maybe not.
See a lot of negatives in there.
Negative 200, negative
stay
400, 600, 1,200. We have got a 2,000 tie right now. If I did my math right, I didn't do so great in my class. Okay, Coach Balza, Coach Balza, you control it still. Nick, you still have time to figure
Let's
your way
go.
out.
Who we played for 200, Alex?
Who we played for 200. This was supposed to be our March Madness matchup. Oh man, I thought you were gonna get that one. Coach Reedus.
Valdosta.
Valdosta State is correct.
I was going to say, who is Kutlahan Jalil?
Cool. Another player we want to talk about. How's his offseason looking so far?
He's been doing wonderful, Alex.
That's awesome. All right. Coach Reedus,
Let's go game winners for 800.
game winners for 800. Okay. Claire Beatty knocked down a couple of clutch free throws in the final seconds on the road against this team. Coach, you should know this.
Right, Lynn.
Who's Lynn? Hey,
Winning.
Lynn.
We're letting Coach Reedus pull away again.
Hey.
Yeah, she's up to over 1,000 now.
All right, we got to pick it up.
Yeah, or you guys can combine your points and you'd still be losing.
Hey, you realize one of those answers in there put them under on upset alert the answer should be Nick.
Yes.
I know.
Coach Reedus, you still control.
Put them on upset alert for 600.
Put him on upset. Man, for our next Jeopardy, you might have to put him in there. It would have been an upset for the ages. PBA women's basketball lost a heartbreaker on the road to the then 20th ranked team in D2. It was last season, everything.
This was last year?
This was last year. They are 20th according to the website.
Oh. Tampa.
Tampa is correct.
Okay.
Oh my God. Almost just threw off the whole board. I wrote 8,000 points, not 800.
Ooh.
No.
600, Alex. That's
Sorry. Yeah, 600. Which one was that? Oh, yeah, put him on upset alert. Coach Reedus, you still control.
Game winners for 1,000.
All right, we need this, Nick.
Malik Barber made this clutch shot against who to send it to a double overtime and eventually the win. This was a non-conference game last season.
We hit the 3 in that game? Not the game I'm thinking of that went to double. We had multiple
Okay.
overtime games.
Sorry.
I'm not sure that's right.
I'll break it down. Well, yeah, that's true. It was in November. It was non-conference.
Yeah.
This is a 1,000-pointer. We don't need.
I was
these
gonna
extra
say,
clues.
Yeah.
It's got to be right. I don't think.
I thought I got it right.
Who is Queens College?
No, definitely not. We didn't
Even Balsa knew. We didn't even play the Twins last year.
them.
All right, and Nick.
Last year?
Yeah, everything's last.
Oh,
I said
thought
it was
the
last
year before
No,
last.
sorry, Nick. You were
I'm
back in
trying
the
to think of y'all's
negatives.
schedule last year.
I know our
Y'all were
schedule,
road
but
warriors.
I'll give you
I'm trying
guys.
to think of
It
who Malik hit it against.
It was a big. It was in the first overtime he hit it, and then PBA pulled away in the second. 5, 4, 3, 2. Anyone?
I'm not risking
We'll show the
1,000
answer.
and be wrong. I'm going to be
Who is
mad.
Emmanuel College?
Let's see. I was going with the other. I didn't think
Who were you gonna
he
say?
You're right. I guess he did hit one in regulation. Was it in regulation?
I thought it was in the first over. I watched the
Maybe you're
highlights last night to confirm it. I
Oh,
don't know.
impressive. Apparently, I've already moved on now.
All right,
Last
so
year?
yeah, it was last year. It was the game before Thanksgiving break. Because I remember I went home the
Yeah,
next day.
yeah.
All right, so Coach Reedus, you still control
I didn't think it went to
Let's go SSC for 400.
the SSC for 400. Answer within 10 numbers. How many total national championships has the SSC won out of all their sports? If you name it within 10, as you know, we are a power conference. Coach Balza.
I think it's within 10 of 105.
Anyone else want to guess? 5, 4, 3. You know what? Because he got it right.
He hit it on the
rename
head?
it. No, he was 6 off, but
Ooh.
since he got the closest.
Okay.
What is 111 titles?
Wow,
so
that's
Coach
good.
It had to be
Balza,
close there.
a big 400 right there.
Imagine if we could all played last year.
Haha.
Oh man, might have been 112. I don't know. All right, Coach Balza, you control the board.
At the risk of hearing someone like Warren Buffett or the Bill Gates Arena, let's go name that
Bill
arena for
Gates
1,000.
Name that arena for 1,000. If you can answer within 100, how many people can Rubin Arena hold? According to the website.
Another tough question is
This
that
is
for
1,000?
basketball or
For
just
basketball,
in general?
well, in general, but then I zoomed it in on basketball, according to the website.
Oof.
According to the SSC website.
Alex doing a lot of investigating on us here.
Guys, you know,
It has to be within 100 people.
that's what this says.
Is this if you pull out both
says if
bleachers
you
upstairs?
can't-
Is
Within
this
100 people.
I don't know, but if you give me
fire code? What are we talking here?
okay, so if we were to host,
Pre-COVID,
if we were to host
obviously.
like the Heat, and you guys are scrimmaging against the Heat, how many could we pack in here?
As many as it would fit,
That's
Alex,
true.
is the correct answer. I'm not willing to give up 1,000 points. I'm already at least that
Does
many behind Coach
anyone?
Reedus.
Does anyone have
I
Nick?
think maybe Coach Reedus should
I mean,
go
I
for
might-
Coach
I should
Reedus,
try.
Nick, you cannot risk anymore.
it, or you'll be out of Final Jeopardy, sir.
Buzz it in. Here we go.
I'm going to say
5, 4, 3, 2.
2,100.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Oh my goodness! Show the answer. She was 100 on the dot.
I was going to say
We will
2,100.
count it.
Impressive.
We will count it.
I was counting
She
that
got
100
a
at
100 on the
She is
dot.
rolling. We better get some points here.
Nick and Coach, mainly Nick, you better get going. Coach,
No,
you
that
control the
hurts.
board. We're running out of time.
Let's go. Who we played for 1,000?
Who we played for 1,000. What game did Darius Nunn set the assist record during last season? Single season assist record.
Yeah. Well,
Remember, and he wore.
that's a
You,
He wore
another trick question.
another trick question,
Because
because
is it the individual? Are you talking about the
Indiv-
single game record or the single season
single
record?
season.
Well,
My bad.
that's easy. But you're gonna say I'm wrong. But
No. Maybe.
Nova, because it was our last game, so the single season record was set in our last game.
That's technically true.
Okay, I definitely got it wrong.
Technicality. No,
Which-
you're probably right as to when he broke it.
I think I got when I broke it. Show the answer, and you know what? I thought it was
Yeah, I
against
would not
Lynn.
have got that. Yeah, that's probably when he broke the previous record. You're probably
Okay, you know
right.
what? I'm gonna be generous here.
There we go.
I'm just gonna deduct.
Why don't we
you.
just give Nick the points instead?
You know what? We'll
Instead of me.
Would you like to donate the points?
I will donate
That's
the
very nice of you. All right.
And if they're negative points, take them away from Nick.
So
as
Nick,
well.
you are kind of back in it. All right.
All right.
He's marching back. There we go.
He's marching
There
back
we
with
go.
the help of great people
It's
here.
love weekend.
It is
so
love
there we
weekend.
go.
All right, Coach Balzo, we'll let you control because Nick really didn't deserve that. Okay. All right, Coach, you control. What would you like?
That's kind of like one of our guys, when they get the points, even though they really didn't do any of the work for it. One of the other guys gave him an assist. But we'll
He
go
gave you
with-
an assist.
Exactly. We'll go history of PBA basketball for 600, Alex.
History of PBA basketball for 600. This will wrap it up. He became the PBA all-time leader in career points for the D2 era. Coach Balza.
That would be DeAndre Jackson.
DeAndre Jackson, he got his points back just like that.
Can
600.
we give Nick 100 points if he can tell you whose record he broke?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, Nick, I'll give you 100 right now if you know who broke it. 100 right now.
Who is Bakari Worthy?
Yeah,
Hey, good answer. Good answer.
Nick. All right, and then
Yes.
with the help of our random questions, he's back in it. Coach Balza, you
Breaking all the
can.
rules.
This is the weirdest
The
Jeopardy.
SSC for 600.
The SSC for 600. The school may claim national championships now, but at one point were a member of the SSC.
From the front of the question, I'm going to say UCF.
Good answer. Good answer.
And it is UCF. And Nick heating up. But folks, funny enough, that was his first question he actually got right with the help of points. All right, clap it up for Nick. All right, so we're done with SSC and game winners. Nick, what would you like to have now?
Let's do put them on upset alert for 800.
Put them on upset alert for 800. Oh my God. Besides Lynn, name me the two other teams, PBA women. This should have been a
Does
200.
anybody else know?
What kind of questions are we throwing out here, Alex?
I was very tired making this board last night. Coach,
Johnson
we love them.
and St. Thomas.
And St. Thomas.
There we go.
Should have asked Nick if he knew that one because we already had
I
that
know.
one, so
Should we get I should have. Gave him.
I'll give him 100 right here.
There we go.
I'll give him 100 right here for the St. Thomas one. Who led that game in points?
I thought you were just going to say, who did we beat?
Right.
Who did we beat?
Claire.
Okay, well, nope. All right, next.
No points for you.
Avery
Nope.
had 36.
No soup for you.
That's when she
Yeah.
was making a bunch of threes. I remember that.
Oh my! I'm on the.
Yeah, Coach Reedus, you.
Let's go. Who
Nick,
we
we
played
won't deduct. We won't
for
deduct you.
400.
400. We played for 400. Our men's team scored a season high 100 points versus this team last season. Hey, don't help him. You got to get back in this.
Oh, come on, he knows this one.
I remember them scoring like 100 and
I'll give you a hint. They're playing us this year. That should take out half the conference.
no, I don't know it.
Coach Balza.
Who is Tampa?
No.
The other one.
Who is Barry?
The who is Barry is correct. Wow, look at Nick. All of a sudden,
I thought
Nick is heating up.
I thought it was Barry, and I just wasn't sure if it was Barry or Tampa.
That
That's
wasn't Tampa. That's what I was giving.
Okay, we got two more. But I know for a fact no one's going to get the 600 one right.
Ooh.
Nick,
no.
you control it. What would you like, 600 or 800?
Let's do name that arena for 800.
All right, here comes the answer. Rickcase Arena holds how many people? It's according to their
That's
website.
a tough one.
According to their website.
Mm.
It's more than PBA, easily.
Not if you count the people that actually show up.
That is true.
Nova.
It's not on there, but since it's so big, I'll give you within 200. Buzzing in.
2,800.
Nope.
Much higher.
Way higher.
3,800.
Okay, ma'am, you're done. Yes, sir. Coach, Nick,
5,000.
that's a really nice guess because you got it right.
I remember us talking about it when we were looking at it that one day.
And Nick, let's finish it off. Dr. Piper, 600. Oh my Lord, no one's gonna get this. Embry-Riddle might be known for flying planes, but this is where they play volleyball and basketball.
Hmm.
This is where they're known to play sports
Only played there
indoors.
about 20 times. I think I'd know this,
I
right?
have no
Yeah,
clue
you've been
the
there so
name
many
of this.
times.
Played the conference tournament there.
What do you think it was
I'd
called?
know the
The
name.
Embry-Riddle Center?
Daytona
The
500.
Steve Ritter
Right.
Arena.
Don't even bother
because he's
buzzing
only
it
been
out.
the only
You
coach
guessed.
there. So.
That's true.
But eventually, that event's going to be named that. But I don't know it right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hit the click for here for the answer, because I know we're not going to waste our time getting. What is the Icy Center? Icy Hot
Icy.
Center.
Icy eyes.
Okay.
All right, so let me add up
Never
the points
forget it.
real quick. Okay, as we head into Final Jeopardy, Nick, with hey, talk amongst yourselves. We will. Everyone, you can write.
I'm
yeah.
expecting it. I'm expecting Nick to have taken it. With you and I both getting questions wrong. I
There
think
we
Nick
go.
will have taken the lead,
You're welcome.
which just puts him on upset alert on the button.
Last week we did a Super Bowl Jeopardy.
Oh,
I heard you were
gosh.
minus 200, so we were trying to get you a W this week, but
He was asking us.
All right,
questions.
Nick, you have $1,500.
Okay.
Nick,
Okay.
Coach Reedus, you have.
she's got to be way ahead of us then. Although you lost, what,
I
600 at the
did.
end there?
I did.
I was giving away points trying to help you. That was dumb. I didn't think about that part of it. I just did
Coach
my hand.
Reedus with a insane 4,400.
All right.
And
Got some
Coach
money
Balls
to
are
work
rounding
with
out.
here.
Everyone else, you've got.
What'd you have, Nick?
I have.
He's got 1,500. Coach Balza with 2,800.
Ooh, making this difficult math.
Okay. Dr. Piper, we can put the camera back on me. We don't need to see the Jeopardy board anymore because we will reveal the final Jeopardy question. Here it comes. Is it on? I can't tell. All right, here we go, fellas. Who holds the most SSC championships for men's basketball? That is the final Jeopardy question.
Wow.
Who holds the most SSC championships for men's basketball?
And we're supposed to put the number on one side and the
You can
answer
wager.
on the
I don't
other?
care. You can put them on both. Oh, whoops a
Don't
daisy.
show us yet.
What would you guys like to wager? And then if you guys
Oh, we're
want to,
just wagering right
you can wager and then put your answer in too.
Should put it on one side. Is that easier so we can hold up one side and then the other? Or not?
I don't know if the camera will pick it up, or you can just read it aloud. Nick, you done? Or you don't even?
Hold on.
You haven't even written in anything. Okay, who holds the most SSC championships for men's basketball? And if you want to put how many they've won, I'll throw in like 500 too. But I doubt anyone will get it. Okay. I'm going to come on over and take your answers. Let me just put on my mask. Okay. All right. Good job, Nick. Scratching your answer out. Thank you. Thank you.
What'd you wager over it?
2,000.
All right. Hey, Nick.
So I got a cheat. So you're saying there's a cheat?
There's a chance.
All right, Nick. How we looking?
He's trying to do the math. here.
Kind of.
It's all right.
Risk it all, Nick.
I wrote this question right before you guys came in.
Knowing Alex, he'd probably put Rollins. 'cause
Not even.
Not Rollins.
I'm trying to write for something.
Did you wager your points?
Yes.
All of them.
You got to hold that up for the camera just to how he wrote that. Like,
Okay, Nick. You put FS. What does FS stand for?
Florida Southern.
Florida Southern, and you wagered 1,500. All right. Coach Reedus, you put Florida Southern, and you wagered 2,000.
Oh boy.
And Coach Balza, is this you? You wagered Florida Southern. Oh, sorry, I wrote it in the wrong one. You wagered how much? 2,700.
gone the other way and hope you lost. Hope we got it wrong. Should have gone the other way.
I'm sorry. but you did lose because the right answer was Florida Southern. So Coach Reedus is our winner of Jeopardy, but everyone else got it right as well.
All because of Lynn.
All because of Lynn. Lynn.
We only had to worry about 2 wins.
Linen. All the way.
Lenny.
All right. And that is our episode of Inside the Tank. I'll come over here and we'll say bye to everyone. I don't know what camera we're looking at, but we'll look at the one straight ahead. We'll see you guys soon. Big basketball games coming up this week. Good luck, coaches.
Thanks, Alex.
For a great season.
Thank
We'll see you
you.
guys next time.